Okay, so first of all, how did Heaven Solutions start?
I created Heaven Solutions in 2005 when I was in my last year of college. It was a period when a lot of guys were just looking for jobs. However, the local salaries were not so attractive like nowadays. And there were a lot of people from outside Romania which were looking basically for freelancers. I got in touch with a Dutch guy, Johan, who was my first client. And he said, look, we need a developer to do some .NET tasks, and would be great if you can supply me with an invoice. And then I said, okay, I don't know exactly how to do that, but I'll check. And because it was very, yeah, he was a small company, it was complicated for him to start subsidiary in Romania and to work here directly. And it was another very good initiative of the government that the students didn't need to pay any tax to incorporate a company. And I don't know why, maybe this is still in place because I'm not a student anymore, but this is a very good boost because at the beginning, everybody of my colleagues created a company. And now after 17 years, I don't know, maybe 30% of those companies still exist. Some were created and nothing happened, but it's fine because it kind of triggers your brain to think of something, right? So okay, it's free now. I have it. Still, I have to maybe pay accountant and stuff like this. But yeah, what I do with it.
Okay.
That's the short version. Okay.
Okay, thanks. And now, what would you say is the key to a successful business?
It would be great if I would have the key to success because I don't think I'm super successful. I think the key in business, and I learned it the hard way over the years, is to get clients and to get paid. So any product or service that you develop, if you manage to have customers, it's super good. And if you manage to get paid in time, it's even better. Because I have, even with the students from computer science high school, I all the time ask them this question: what's most important in business? And they say, the quality, the skills, and whatever. But at the end of the day, if you are a business owner, you have bills to pay. You have to pay your accountant, you have to pay an office, you have to pay yourself. And I encountered, for example, this situation now. For me, it looks like the situation in 2008, 2009, which you guys probably didn't catch it, in business, I mean. And it was horrible. It was so much uncertainty and nobody wanted to start any new project. Everybody was keeping their money and everybody was reluctant even to pay the services which they consume. So then we had huge delays for getting the money. Some clients didn't even pay at all. Some went bankrupt. And then for a small business, it's very difficult. If you have a client in the US, for example, and he doesn't answer your calls and email, what you gonna do? Sue him in US? It's almost impossible. So that's why I say if you manage to create anything and you have even the high school or the colleagues as clients, that's super good.
Okay, thanks. And since we are doing this for the International Day of Entrepreneurs, what would you say?
How does a day in your life usually goes on? What
Yeah.
do you do?
Okay, yeah. So from the beginning of the answer, I want to say that it's very hard to replicate what somebody else is doing because even if I mean, you need to have exactly the same context, exactly the same skills, exactly the same opportunity to know exactly the same people, and then maybe some small thing doesn't match and because and you cannot obtain the same results. So I wouldn't say that I'm a model. For example, I will start with my night. I went to bed at 3 a.m. because I was shorting Bitcoin and I did quite good amount of profit on that. And then woke up at 7 by my kid who was crying. So I don't think this is something that that's important. But I guess your question should be more in your daily activity, try to be present and so if you go to school, to seminar, to whatever, you do a course online or you go to a meeting, it's two options. Either you don't have to be there, so then you'd better leave. I don't encourage, disclaimer, I don't encourage kids to leave the hours for your teachers. But if you are staying there, better try to obtain the best out of it. I mean, try to get what people are trying to transmit, try to create network, because over the years in my side of business, where we do software consultancy and software services, it's a human job, even if it has a quite strong technical part. And at the end of the day, it's important for you to have the network, for you to have to know the people that not just that they will give you maybe projects and pay the money and whatever, but you will know the guys who maybe can mentor you, who to ask questions, who to guide you, and to have same mindset people. So I would say, if I would be your age, I would try everything, including the not so the guys, the part that the teachers don't want to have, or the parents. So I would pass through my filter, but I would try, I don't know, I would try volunteering, I would try going out of the school, trying some other activities, meeting new people, see how they think, because this is valid as well now. We are trying in an office in Iași to create a service and usually to sell it abroad. But if you are not present abroad, if you don't interact with the people, we sell a lot of services in Germany and the US. I mean, if you don't go there, you don't meet face to face with the guys, you don't see their challenges, because in these video conferences, something is lost all the time. And you will maybe notice that the people are looking different. I mean, you sense in the face-to-face interaction some gestures, some emotions, I don't know how to say, which you are missing if you are not having this face-to-face. And it's very important. So I think in a lot of businesses, even huge businesses, this chemistry between the people and the way you are acting and the way you can prepare for some meetings, it's very important. And this you can do just with people. So go out there, involved in stuff, meet new people, make friends, international talk. If you want to practice English, you can practice English between your Romanian guys, and then you can practice English with a native speaker, and then you will get new expressions, new stuff. Or you may go to, I don't know, US, London, and you will see it's a different vocabulary. You can learn some slang, you can be cool, and so forth. So this is what I'm saying. Just go and try to do as many interactions as possible and to enlarge it, and then keep in touch, because this is something else. You will meet a lot of people during your life, and with some you have chemistry, but then if you, I don't know, at some point you live in another country or something, you tend to let the relation, be destroyed. At the end of the day, if you don't talk to some guys for years, you don't even know, change the email, the address, the whatever. But so it's, try to keep in touch, try to make this relation, and be natural and not artificial, because guys I have now a lot of people which are asking me how my kids are, but I know they don't give a shit about my kids, so it's fine. But be natural and try to network and connect, because that will help you a lot. And Is a longer answer than you expect. What I noticed, as I say, what I transmitted in the last part, look very well right and left around your colleagues, because I either hired my colleagues, and one is currently working in the company from high school, or I benefit from their interactions and from their recommendations. And one of them, he was a colleague from actually primary school, which we kept in touch and graduated in Ingruzi. He introduced me to our second largest client, and that's very important, because the people that you are growing now and you are making this trust and this connection will be very hard in, yeah, because now you stay 4 years with some guys on daily basis, yeah, so you know quite well a couple of them, right? And you won't have this opportunity because you'll meet a couple of guys in life a couple of times and that's it. And then or in the faculty, yeah, probably you'll do some work together, but that's it. You won't have so much time to discover them, to see how they are. And now it's the best time. And assume they will have a path similar with you, yeah. So if you are in IT, they will go probably in IT. They'll go abroad. They will go in companies, and you will benefit from this relation all the life.
You said that the most important thing is to just to get to know a lot of people from different cultures. But what else would you recommend for someone that just wants to start out? For example, if you have book recommendations for entrepreneurs that they can start studying if they want to learn how to start a business.
I would recommend everybody to look at blockchain, and I mean, definitely. It depends what you want to do, yeah, basically, not to generalize, but I'm talking with the guys from computer science background and which are maybe passionate about this. So look at the trends which may be there and are not transitory, yeah. So we see already that these things with metaverse, even if it was a lot of hype, now it's collapsing. I think it will be just put on hold for a couple of years because the society is not ready yet, but I think we will get there sooner or later. However, for now it's dead. Facebook is firing now, I don't know, 10,000, 17,000 people, whatever. But the crypto side, I think is just the beginning after 10 years, yeah, Bitcoin and stuff. And it's very important to understand the technology. It's different from the regular programming, decentralizing DeFi, decentralizing of finance, decentralizing of authority, and of this will have a huge impact in the next years. I'm just a speculator now and investor at some point in currencies, but yeah, I would recommend to educate in this direction and to try to understand the projects, try to maybe be involved in different kind of projects. There is this there are a couple of local currencies that and projects that have some specific usage. Try to maybe involve there, and as well as a business idea, check how you can bring something from this world to a real business case scenario. When I say business case, it doesn't mean just to generate profit or money, but maybe generate social value. Yeah, because I'm looking the municipality of Iași. I see that it's digitalized and I see a lot of marketing, but I don't feel it in the day by day. It's it's just words, yeah, and think how you can do it in the I don't know, in your environment and maybe in social environment. I don't know. It's try to get the technology basically in touch with a need, because technology by itself doesn't have any value.
Those were all of our questions for today. Thank you so much for being here with us. It's very meaningful to have someone that you can ask questions, or if you have any curiosities about the subject.
Yeah, and I think I was interacting with Mirella, and I know that some friends of mine recommended to that also, which are also entrepreneurs, recommended to have some workshops, and I invite you guys and your colleagues to pay us a visit, because we have some of your ex-colleagues here, and we can get in touch with Adia and so forth, because I think this is very important for you to have the vision of what's happening in the real life, yeah, and what's this. And as I said, now this world with blockchain and with crypto, for me it's very very interesting. But however, you will see as well the transformation, which is closer in time, for moving to cloud, the medical devices, and being able to shift the business model from buying a device, like a medical device, to paying a subscription. So you don't buy the device, but you pay a monthly subscription for longer, and in the end, I think the idea is to pay more money, but cut in slices. And this like price planning per month, like as a service, not just software but hardware, and integration, but hardware with software, it's something that we're gonna stay. And I understood that BMW now want to introduce this. If you want to have heating in your chairs, you'll need to activate a service, and you'll pay by month. And then if you don't pay, you don't have the service. So it's going everywhere.
Okay, so actually I have one last question, if you don't mind. Where do you see the world in 10 years? Maybe even your personal world, but the world as a whole in general. Or at least, where do you hope to see it?
That's a very tough question, because when you are a small player, the games are done by the others, bigger players, yeah? And we have now a military conflict at our borders. And first, I didn't thought that Russia will enter Ukraine. And my wife is Russian, by the way. So, and we were just talking, and I said, no, this is something. And they entered. And then I thought that, okay, they will fight a bit and it will finish in 2 months. And it didn't. So now I don't know, and it depends quite a lot of how this will evolve. And I really don't know what to answer. Your question is very good, by the way. It's very good. But it depends on how things will evolve. Hopefully, it will evolve quite nicely. Definitely, the next 2-3 years will be kind of an economic crisis. We already see it coming, and start to feel it. So I think the really feel by the general population will be next year in March or February. And I'm quite concerned about this, because it may impact our company and our economy. It's as well a large opportunity, but it's all time correlated with some risks. So in 10 years, I don't know, I would like to say on the beach. on the beach, enjoying a cocktail and the sun and the sea, and to be very warm.
Okay, thank you very much yet again for offering us your time. And
and don't forget this, the door is always open, and if you have any questions or anything that you would like to know, because I'm a mentor now for two students from my university, which I graduated, one Finnish and one Vietnamese. And I think this year, because I enrolled again, I will get another one, uh, probably an Indian, as I saw the name and I think it's Indian. And yeah, as I said, it's important to keep in touch because I started 2 years ago to be a mentor, and I have a mentor for myself for trading and for crypto, and I think I'm very happy with this mentorship because it already get the return of investment more times, so that's very good. Yeah, let's see how this goes. Yeah, and keep in touch. And as I said, study, practice, network, travel, see what's going on in other places, and enjoy life at the end of the day. Yeah?
Okay, thanks a lot again.
All right, thank you
Well,
guys. Have a great evening. Bye bye.
goodbye.